We have apex predators with 300 teeth and toxic blood, we have ones that have a bite 23 times more powerful than that of a human, and we found a predator that's called He Who Kills with a Single Leap. Don't swipe or click away because these are the strongest predators in the wild. Number 10. Tiger. Winnie the Pooh did a disservice to tigers all over the globe. Thanks to this honey-eating bear, we think that tigers are these cute and cuddly animals, but God forbid you went to hug one in public. They're the biggest wild cats in the world and can run at speeds of about 37.2 miles per hour, 60 kilometers per hour. This is with a weight of over 650 pounds, 294.8 kilograms. It's been said that just the paw of these giant nocturnal cats is heavy enough to kill a small animal with a single swipe. And if its prey tries to flee in the water, you should probably know that tigers are extraordinary swimmers. Since birth, the battle for life begins. Only half of the cubs survive infancy because of their blindness. Those who do survive have a lifespan of around 25 years, and while lions roar to show their dominance in the group, tigers are usually quiet. And speaking of other big cats, tigers can mate lions, and the offspring are usually called ligers. More on that in our animal hybrid video featured below. Number 9. Polar Bear. Holding the title as an apex predator with one of the strongest jaws in the world, the polar bear's bite has a force of 1200 psi. This is crucial because only about 2% of all their hunts are successful. As a result, they've evolved to be able to swim for days at a time in order to find very scarce food. Another evolutionary trait, aside from the fact that they weigh as much as 10 ordinary men, is their ability to smell prey from a kilometer away. They use their heightened sense of smell to find, for example, a seal's breathing hole. Once found, they'll wait for hours and even days beside the breathing hole, waiting for the seal to come out. As soon as it does, the polar bear strikes with its powerful jaws, hoping that their prey doesn't escape in time. Number 8. Bald Eagle. If you're ever in the northern hemisphere and you see a nest that's 8 feet, 243.8 centimeters wide and 13 feet, 396.2 centimeters deep, then you're probably looking at a bald eagle's nest. They're one of the largest birds in the world, with a wingspan of 7 feet, 213.3 centimeters from tip to tip and weighing an average of 17 pounds, 7.7 kilograms. In its 30-year lifespan, the bald eagle lives a solitary life free of real-life predators. This places them on top of the food chain. They mainly feed on salmon and other fish. Sometimes their food of choice includes small rabbits and foxes. As soon as they see their prey, the eagle smashes that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, in all seriousness, they'll dive with an astonishing speed of 100 miles per hour, extend their talons, and grab their prey with perfect accuracy. They'll then lift their captured prey high in the sky and drop them to their death before feeding on their flesh. It's not uncommon to see a bald eagle taking down prey as large as a goat, especially when the goats are perched on top of a rock. Number 7. Anaconda. They might not be venomous, but the crushing force of an anaconda can easily overtake any prey with ease. This means that neither small nor big animals living in or near the Amazonian basin are safe. It's not uncommon to see an anaconda taking down and eating other reptiles. And because they lack venom, they mainly rely on ambushing unsuspecting prey. After the initial bite, the anaconda will wrap its body around the prey and crush its bones to death before devouring the prey as a whole. If the prey is large, it will remain immobile until it digests a bigger part of it. And speaking of prey, they aren't picky eaters. Rats, rodents, reptiles, antelopes, humans, anything goes. Unlike other snakes, the anaconda keeps the eggs inside its body, and when it's time to hatch, the mother gives birth to live young. Here's another interesting fact we found about anacondas. They're the heaviest snakes in the world, with an average weight of 200 pounds or about 90 kilograms. Because of this, people think that they're also the longest snakes in the world. This isn't the case. The longest snake in the world is the reticulated python. Number 6. Brown bear. The national animal of Finland is one of the most common wild animals in the world. They can be found on 3 continents, including Europe, Asia, and North America. Because there are different types of brown bears, their sizes vary widely. On one end, you have bears that weigh 350 pounds, 158.7 kilograms, and on the other end, you have some specimen weighing a whopping 1,500 pounds, 680 kilograms, feeding on salmon. For those wondering what's the difference between a brown and a grizzly bear, the grizzly has longer hair on the shoulder and back that's oftentimes covered in cream, giving them a distinct grizzled look. They're simply bigger. When it comes to hunting, this apex predator can run faster than a horse and is strong enough to pull a dead deer uphill. This is why no man should ever try to outrun a brown bear. They run at speeds of around 30 miles per hour, 48 kilometers per hour, so the only way to save yourself is to play dead. And we think Leonardo DiCaprio's The Revenant taught us best. Number 5. Komodo Dragon. We've all known them as the Komodo dragon since their discovery in 1912. However, the people who live on the Komodo island refer to them as Ora, which means land crocodile. That's because they not only look like crocs, but they were also excellent swimmers. Because of their rarity, President George H.W. Bush once received a Komodo dragon as a gift. Wonder if the Bushes still keep it at home? Aside from being great swimmers, these apex predators are some of the toughest on the planet. Since 2009, it was believed that their bite contained dangerous bacteria that would eventually kill their prey once bitten. However, in 2009, a biochemist by the name of Brian Fry discovered that these Komodo dragons don't have a bacteria-ridden bite. Instead, he found out that their bite was venomous. And aside from the unbearable pain, this venom causes paralysis and extreme blood loss of the victim that's been bitten. Since the Komodo dragon will eat anything it finds, not even their young are safe. That's why they have to roll in dung to repel the daddy Komodos. Number 4. Saltwater Crocodile. From lizards, we move on to reptiles. The saltwater crocodile has the second strongest bite in the world, measuring 3,700 psi. Compare that to the human's 160 psi, and you realize why the crocodile can tear animals limb from limb without breaking a sweat. With an impressive length of about 17 feet, 518 centimeters, and the biggest one reaching a whopping 20 feet, 609.6 centimeters, it's not surprising that these apex predators weigh up to an entire ton. That's almost as much as the car you drive around with. After almost perfectly camouflaging and waiting in the water for hours, the crocodile strikes with its powerful bite as soon as a zebra or an antelope lowers its head to drink out of a water hole. Dragging the prey inside, they perform their famous death roll, breaking the prey's bones and drowning them simultaneously. Once dead, the prey is devoured above water as the croc is unable to eat underwater.
Top 3.
Number 3. Lion. We were all expecting the Lion King to make an appearance on this list, so here he is. With all of its 420 pounds, 190.5 kilograms, and its gorgeous manes that tell a story, the lion can make quite an entrance. Speaking of manes, did you know that they can measure 7 inches, 17.7 centimeters in length, and get darker as the lion gets older? The darker the mane, the more lionesses find the lion attractive, so male lions are kind of like the George Clooney of animals. As for their hunting, they do most of it during the night since their eyes have adapted to see well in the dark. If they hunt during the day, it'll usually be during a storm since their prey can't see or hear well in the rain, and they rely on killing big animals regularly since they devour about 90 pounds, 40.8 kilograms of food in one sitting. Number 2. Jaguar. Weight 250 pounds, 113.3 kilograms, length 8 feet, 243 centimeters from head to tail, speed 50 miles per hour, 80 kilometers per hour, and they're not afraid to chase their prey for about 6 miles. They hunt on land, in the water, during the day or at night. They don't choose the time or place, and they definitely don't choose their prey. Their name comes from the indigenous word jaguar, which means he who kills with one leap. The reason for this name is simple. They need to take down prey several times larger than themselves, so they learn to plunge their teeth in the back of the prey's skull and kill it in one bite. The jaguar will then clean out every ounce of meat from their prey using the sharp and pointy papillae on the tongue. Number 1. Great White Shark. If you can name us an apex predator that has more than 300 teeth, we might reconsider them for our number 1 pick. Until then, we're sticking with a great white, which can reach speeds of 35 miles per hour. And that's for an animal that can reach a weight of 2,200 pounds, 1.1 tons. Interestingly enough, female great whites are a bit longer than males, reaching a max length of 16 feet, 487 centimeters. The only apex predator that can kill a great white is an orca whale, but when it comes to ferocious appetite, great whites have no rivals and can sense a drop of blood in 26.4 gallons, 100 liters of water, while their own blood is so toxic that any other animal would get poisoned by the high content of mercury and arsenic. Ironic, isn't it? Talk about a defense mechanism. If you enjoyed this video, you'll like the next one. This is Koala with Koality Content. See you soon.